actor, a script writer, a sound man, a lights man, a costumier, a makeup person, an editor, or in any aspect of filmmaking. Do you want to improve your abilities in any of these aspects of filmmaking, or do you want to learn to achieve one or all the aspects of filmmaking? ProLens Films Academy is just the answer, waiting to imbibe in you the acts of filmmaking. Collect your admission from today at Continental Pride Limited, Urban Market Office Complex, Urban Market, Benin City, and Continental Pride Limited, 14 Cook Road, the home of D.O. Okao, Envy No One, Benin City. ProLens Film Academy, teaching you the act of action and
after this great event, the lions went to sleep. While Obai Waipe made bold to regain his power. Iyase and his allies were in a confab on how to nail the coffin. But Okaviogbe. Yes. The traditional minister for information, lands and survey would not allow them switch deliberation.
has kept His Majesty up to this time. The rain has taken over the beauty of the sky. Now the stars and the moon have disappeared, leaving darkness upon our path. Ẹ wá pọ̀ gidi gan. Wàá jẹ́ akédomi àṣà ọ̀tọ̀ mọ́ni àwọn jùmọ́. The loneliness of the desert. What can I stop the company of the wind? What great disaster. The work that was certainly making. Now I come to the world to become king in our land. Here a king is born and not made. But what manner of life has the dawn of the day brought upon me? The beauty queen of great era. Now come on now. This is inconceivable.
What has come over you that you speak yourself? I hope all is well.
The song of a lonely woman is usually one of song. Forgive me, my Lord, if I sound the same. I was thinking about it. How was your visit to see?
Calmness is the beauty of your courage. It was at Oselu that word reached me. I know the sky is troubled, but how much of his tears that have touched the surface of the earth?
Your Royal Majesty, while you were away at Oselu, Iyase led a songman, the youths and warriors here. They took everybody and almost everything of value. They rebelled against your highness.
Rebelled against me? Is this why my palace is like a desert? What about my executioners?
They took everyone.
Why are you still here?
I resisted, my lord. They had to live without me.
Iyase dares to wrestle with the lion.
My lord, I will suggest that you go inside and have your bath. Change to fresh clothes. After you eat some food, we shall then talk about Iyase and how to deal with the situation. It's a long journey from Oselu.
Woman, the earth quakes and you talk to me about bathing and food and fresh clothing. Don't increase my anger, woman.
Please understand my point of view. I know you are a great man of many battles. But in this one, I am the only warrior by your side. So this is a new kind of battle. And it is a battle that must be won. Victory is the son of good planning. To plan positively, we must be of good courage, fresh body, filled stomach, and of a sound mind. This battle is to win back the loyalty of your rebelling subjects. This is a battle we must begin by beating off the tiredness of your majesty.
Your courage as a woman startles me. But what amazes me more is the wisdom of that courage. It goes to remind me of my late mother.
Ah, my lord. Who am I to be compared with the Yoba? My lord.
Why did you not go with the others? You know I cannot provide for you in this situation. Why do you want to suffer with me, even though I have not been able to comfort you with a child?
Oba Ewakbe, the pride of the morning sun, the king of the greatest kingdom in the whole world. Please, do not weaken your spirit by asking too many questions. Who could best climb the tree that the tiger has climbed? The cry of a child brings joy to womanhood. That I am not comforted with one does not take away my love and loyalty to my husband. Please, my lord, let me fetch you some water to my son is like the struggling goat is about to give up the ghost. And the dangerous grass is spreading across the white path.
I don't understand your thinking, mother.
What a child. Obazola the Great promised a Yowo marriage, and she became his queen. When he also promised her death, her time suddenly ended.
But who dares to promise the king's mother an untimely death?
Comfort yourself, my son, and listen to me. When God calls, the heavens and the earth quakes. No man can dictate for God. Let me leave you with that token, with which you always recall my words in time to come.
Mother, I am completely lost.
When were you crowned king over this kingdom?
2 years.
1700 AD. That was the year you got the name Ewakbe. Soon after the Ogiso dynasty, every crowned king had 2 names. The one given to them at birth and the one they got as king. But yours, my son, yours was different.
You mean I had more than 2 names?
That is correct. Ewakbe was your third. When I gave birth to you, your grandfather, Barogene the Great, named you Idova. Soon after, your own father saw that the name Idova would usher in anarchy. It's prophesied by Obaewari the Great at that time.
Idova. Why did he give me such a name?
Your destiny, my son. Your destiny revealed how your life will turn out. This prompted your father, Akenuzama, to change your name, thinking it will also change your destiny. He now named you Iheniga. That is the name you answered till you were crowned king. But my son, it was not your place to be crowned king. Your own father, Kenuzama, the first son of Obawa Orogene the Great, was the next to be crowned king. But as a man of compassion, he declined the crown on account of old age, knowing that you may not succeed him.
Why not? I was his first son.
My son, succession is not purely by hereditary. His brothers stood a better chance. So, he blessed you with a crown.
Blessed me with a crown? He was said to have died in his sleep before his coronation.
He had to give unto Caesar what belonged to Caesar. Because a son cannot be king over the father in our kingdom. That part is buried in mystery. This brought you to the throne faster than your destiny. That made a prophecy come true. Now, my son, the tiger is becoming helpless.
Mother, please make your words plain.
Should all precautions fail, my son, and the prophecy of Obaewari the Great crystallizes, go to my motherland, Ikoka.
Ikoka? What brings Ikoka into these discussions?
You wouldn't understand. Ikoka is my place of birth. It was at that province my father named me Iwebonoza.
Iwebonoza.
Most likely, when I'm coming back into this world, I will pass through that land. My endless pride. Stop chastising your subjects. And don't forget to go to Ikoka should the prophecy of Obaewari the Great come true.
All right, Mother. All right. That's enough, Mother. I think you should rest. Enough. You should have some rest. I'm going back to my palace and I'll come back and see you in a fortnight. Now remember... Mother. You mentioned that you are the only warrior fighting beside me in this battle. Right now, I am deeply worried.
What troubles my lord so deeply? It's only early in the morning.
Many months have passed since darkness besieged our royal path, and the road is getting narrower by the day.
What exactly is on the mind of His Majesty?
I have checked the yam ban and all the other food items. We only have few left. Does Oba Ewakwe become a farmer?
You are king so long as you have a subject in me. If it comes to farming, I, Ide, your subject shall do that for you. The food we have left will last us for 3 days. Besides, I have some of my clothes that I can sell to sustain us for a while.
Oh, you show me kindness and you courageously give me hope in the face of hopelessness. You cause me to dream the undreamable, while at the same time reminding me constantly that I am king. You propose to sell your clothes so that the boat does not sink. All this make me worry even more. I have decided to grant you freedom so that you can seek your destiny elsewhere. I will go to Ikoka, the land of my beloved mother, to seek for some help for the palace.
One food cluster. They get harvested together. Should my lord feel indebted to me and wish to pay for my loyalty, my price shall be to let me stay with you till the end. Nothing else will make me happy.
Obey! Oh, my queen of all seasons. You are a warrior in your own right. And I can see that you are determined to see this to its end.
What else should a woman desire, my lord?
What else indeed? Very well. Prepare my sword-bearer and I to travel to Ikoka to seek some help for the palace. We shall be back in 3 days.
Hello. You choose the next song we're going to sing.
Why? Food. Why?
Sister, let's take that one. Now that one is simple.
Do you people like the song?
Yes.
Okay. Before we sing another song, Baba promised to tell us a story today.
Yes.
Go and call him to tell us a story.
For sure it.
Baba.
Just wait until I get married to you. Then you will know how much more I can still do for you.
You have already done enough.
All I have done is to the reach of my convenience. It is only when I'm out of it that I would know that I've made you a sacrifice. That is how to show love.
What is love?
Love. My dear. Love is a displayed kindness and willingness to make a sacrifice. The type I am willing to do for you.
Just go to my parents and pay my bride price. That is how to secure the loyalty of a wife in our kingdom.
Look, I will do that in due course. But let us enjoy this love that we share.
Love is intoxicating, but loyalty is solemn. This is the virtue of a wife. But our culture does not permit me to give you more.
But I ask for nothing more. I own you already.
Not without your bride price on my head. It is the right of my father to decide the man of my life. Are you not a Bini man?
Of course I am. All I am asking for is for you to spend some time with me in the privacy of my room. After that, of course, I will pay your bride price. And believe me, I love you.
The pride of a young woman is in her virginity. I cannot lose that to you on account of love. I owe it to my husband. Come. Let's get out of here.
There.
Come.
There. Oh.
Let's go.
Come.
Baba.
My lord.
What have I just heard? What have you done? What is happening?
I have come to explain to you that I can no longer see you.
So is true. Your parents betrothed you to the king?
It is their right to do so.
After all I have done?
No Binima can love you more than his own.
Ingratitude.
No. It is a display of love.
Because he is the king?
Because he was man enough to pay my bride price.
How much? 24 cowries?
That is the much you could not pay.
Is that all the king is worth? Where was the king when your parents needed to be excavated from the shackles of poverty? Where was the king? Was he blind?
I will not have you speak ill of my husband.
Then let me speak ill of your ungrateful parents.
My parents appreciate you. They waited for 2 good years for you to do what is customary. thought you were blinded by love that you could not see loyalty. Please, Iyase. My parents and I respect your good nature. Marriage is not just all about love and kindness, but it is predicated on commitment and loyalty. Yes, sir. Farewell.
Come. Ide. Please don't leave. Please. Please. Look, I will now show commitment. I will give you your bride's price to go and give to your father. I want to show loyalty. Please, yeah. Please, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. You can see I love you. I am very sorry. Please.
This will be the last time you will touch me. Tonight, I will be escorted to my husband's house as custom demands. As soon as my feet are washed at the entrance of his house, I shall belong there forever. He has secured my loyalty and endless love. To him, I will give the pleasure of my body and the loyalty of my life, to have and to hold, till death do us part. So help me God.
The king shall pay for this. He will pay. If I cannot have her, no one else would. This is the promise of my love for her. My queen.
It's my lord.
What is it?
Your mood scares the children, my lord. Tell me, what troubles your mind?
The rainbow is about to shed one of its colors.
But all seem well.
Oh, yes. Somewhere in the far east, a great star is about to descend.
Hope this will not cause you to mourn.
On the contrary, it will fill my heart with joy and promote me in the kingdom.
You mean promote our place?
This descending star will avenge my past and prosper our future.
Better. Then come and celebrate. The children are in a joyous mood.
You go and be with the children. The eyes of the owl can never be wide enough until its victim lies still. You may go.
All right, my husband.
Great chiefs of our kingdom. Great chiefs of our kingdom. What is the meaning of all this? Why don't we listen to each other as we reason together? Why must we behave like children? Don't you see the Esokman here? How calm he is? Please, great chiefs, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. If you are afraid of Okaviogbe,
I am not.
who invited this drunk to this meeting?
Why won't you call me a drunk? I said, why won't you call me a drunk?
I do not.
Is it wrong to say that we should pay homage to our king?
There shall be no homage.
Yes. That is because you don't even have any to pay.
Huh? Do I owe him?
I don't know. Eson, the king conferred on you the chieftaincy title of Eson. And you, Esogban, looking like a moron. Oba Iwakbe conferred on you the title of the Esogban of Benin Kingdom. Now for 3 months running, you have listened to the Iyase, who directed that no one should pay homage to the Oba. The gods will certainly...
You stop talking this nonsense. If you have nothing else to say, you better keep quiet.
Iyase, you should also keep your mouth shut.
Did you people hear him?
Imagine.
Did you hear him?
Is our king your equal? How dare you challenge the lion of the desert? Where lies your strength? Remember that no one argues with the Oba. No one betrays his majesty. No one, living or dead in this land or far away from this land, rebels against the Oba.
What is going on?
Yes, I have not finished with you. What is boiling you up like a mad goat? What is boiling you up? That you dare to rebel against the pride of our land.
You talk to me with such rudeness.
See who's talking?
Myself?
You, yes, sir. Your reason for rebelling against Oba Iwakbe is that the man has become an autocrat, as you allege. Yes. Now, barely 3 months of leading a rebellion, you have become a dictator. I'm disappointed in you.
Yes, sir. Chiefs, we are the elders of the land.
That's true.
Right. Should we imagine for one moment that the Oba strategy is to turn us against one another? We'll be doomed before we start. Okaviogbe has some rude truth in his rudeness. I'm inclined to take his truth and disregard the rudeness. If we must succeed, Iyase must be democratic in his approach to leading this revolt.
Now someone has chosen to be reasonable. Democracy has been the hallmark of the governance of Benin Kingdom. Our kingdom, indeed, has enjoyed democracy since after the reign of Ogiso Aigo, of the Ogiso dynasty. Who is this Iyase? To take us to the dark days of tyranny again. Who is Iyase? Okaviogbe. My people, it would only take time. It would only take time. But a stammerer will ultimately call his father's name.
Did you hear him?
Let him go.
Yes, sir. Let him go.
Yes,
sir. After all, it's only a draw.
What brings you to this other side of life? The dove do not fly alone. What is chasing you? Or should I ask, what is it that you seek?
The eyes of the gods on earth. I came to seek help for my husband.
Those the gods have chosen, the gods protect. The destiny of your husband is in his hands. The gods do not consult by proxy.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. My husband needs a word with the gods.
My child, it is in chaotic times that the chosen ones are known. Your step of faith is favored. Otherwise, the gods do not vacate its domain.
In that case, could you come to the palace by tomorrow when he will be back from his journey?
Go home at once and pray for his safe return. By tomorrow, the night and the day shall converge in his courtyard of justice. God bless the king.
Amen. Thank you.
kayagwa eta ogodo izere bupo upi baginare ibupondo ogogo pawe pe gbogbo jeme ogata ogodo ogodo mami okayagwa eta ogodo okulo mu ile gboto adati osun okulo mu ile gboto adati osun e baba me osun na ti efi iye kepe o omi yeme no mi yeme o ame baby jogo unagiwe yo tàbí òkèga èmi káyà wẹ̀.
Ọba Àtọ̀pẹ́.
àìfúnù kí ọba èmi káyà wà ẹ̀nà ẹ̀jáde wà ẹ̀nà.
You are welcome.
Elders of Ikoka, the beloved land of my late mother of blessed memory, I bring you good tidings. You must have heard of the mutiny in my palace for the last 6 months.
How can we be aware? Did you send words to us? And what is good about the tidings of mutiny that you brought?
Of their way. How can you interrupt our guest so rudely? Please, Obaiwakbe, we are listening.
Thank you, Owe. As I was saying, I was alone in the palace with my dear wife Ide and my sword bearer who has accompanied me here. Your son, the pride of Ikoka, was prevented from getting any service during this period. He has had to face starvation and misery. So I have come to Ikoka, the land my mother, Ewe Bonoza, loved so much, for some help for the palace.
Elders of Ikoka.
Where I talk
Here is one of our own asking us for help. You will recall that he is the son of our late daughter, Ewebonoza, who has brought so much glory to our land. Life is a paradox. And like a pendulum, his request is now before you for consideration.
Did you say?
Huh?
Never. I said never. There is nothing to consider in this man's request. He never buried his mother for us. It was here at Ikoka we mourned that our daughter.
Yes, you are right.
Gallant men of Ikoka were sent to Benin to help carry out the funeral rites. Only I, Oyegwe, came back alive. The others did not just die. They were murdered by this man, Satan, before us today, seeking help. Except he is able to bring back the dead from the bosom of Osanobwa, where this man must live now or die by the hands of I, Oyegwe, the man who slept with the serpents to get to Ikoka. He must live now or face death in my hands. Away, what insolence is this? Now.
I sympathize with you, Obaewakbe. Our son here, Oyegwe, has spoken very well, even though in anger. You don't beat a child and forbid him to cry. Ewakbe, you were most unfair to us concerning our sons that you executed. We are members of your mother's family and cannot be deprived of our rights to her burial as you did. As long as you have not performed her funeral rites, tradition does not permit us to regard you as an elder of this town. It simply follows that Ikoka cannot serve you.
Yes. Well said.
As a youth, which you are, by the circumstances of your failure to perform your mother's rite for Ikoka, it is your place to serve this land. Tradition is the way a people behave repeatedly in a given circumstance. Why culture is a way of life of a people. What I have just explained to you is our tradition and our way of life.
You know.
I have spoken.
Elders of Ikoka, you have spoken well. But when a child errs, he is cautioned with the cane on the right hand, while the left comforts him. You will recall that this is our own son, Obaewakbe, who killed, murdered, executed some of our own. We demand only that they be returned back to us alive. Secondly, before the sons and daughters of this land can serve you, Ikoka demands that you first become an elder in the land. You can only achieve this by joining the youth in community work in the areas of road clearing, well digging, and roof mending.
I didn't know.
Ikoka, And this is not what you demand.
Yes. Where I talk by him. He said.
Elders of Ikoka, why do you insult me so callously? Why do you ask me to pick up tools to join the youth in communal work? How could you but forget with so much convenience the love and compassion that the palace of Ewakwe favored you with because of my mother, Ewebonoza? Ikoka. Ikoka. You dared to touch the tail of a raven lion! Oh, Goyo! Oh, Goyo! Today is the spiritual day set aside by the gods for judgment upon this land. Therefore, I call our gods and ancestors, our forebearers, our forerunners, princes and princesses, the many deities of the black race, day and night, the many spiritual voices and echoes in our kingdom to bear me witness that I was born a king and not a commoner. Ha! But Ikoka chose to insult me as one. For as long as the sun shines and darkness precedes the dawn of the day, Ikoka shall labor in vain. It shall be denied the ability to provide. As you mend your roads, so shall the weeds multiply. As you cleanse your wells, so shall the sand of the earth fill it. As you mend your roofs, oh, so often shall you confront leakages. Oh! Oh! Ikoka could not even offer me food or drink. Me! Forever shall you thirst and hunger. Ikoka! Ah! Ikoka! Oh! As the crowned king of the great ancient kingdom of Benin, I evoke my vested power of divinity and decree that never shall you have a man of prominence on this land. Of course, I exempt the women because of my beloved mother, Ewebonoza, who might be born to this land in our next life. And as for the Beninese, who made room for such callous insult, Never. Never again shall they be united in evil conspiracy. Sugie, Sugie, never shall a man of prominence emerge from this land. This is forbidden fruit, a callous insult. Ikoka, Ikoka. Ikoka! Ikoka! As I have petitioned, so shall it be. From generation to generation, even unto the end of time. Ikoka! Ikoka!
Elders of our province, I'm scared. The cause of an Oba is a burden on the people. Now planted, this cause must not be allowed to germinate. I think we should ask for his forgiveness.
I see some wisdom in Amadi's words.
That is wisdom limited in scope. What is there to be scared of? What cause has he laid that could become a burden? That we will continue to clear our rows of wheat, our well of drain, our roof of leakages. Tell me, is that a cause?
Not a cause.
That has been the order even before Ewakwe was born. Besides, he decreed that never again shall a man of substance emerge from Ikoka, but exempt the women. These are our wives, our mothers, and our children. Tell me, what is wrong in a man spotting a snake and a woman killing it? Is it not for the snake to die?
Yes.
I ask you, is that a cause?
No.
Let him go. Let him go to his misery in Benin. I, Oyegwe, left his palace for Ikoka. I am facing my misery. Let him go and face his.
Ogodo mami oko yakwa eta ogodo yeme o. Ogodo mami oko yakwa o. Eta ogodo izere mupo upi bagina ibupono ogogo pawe pe gbogbo yeme o gata o. Ogodo mami oko yakwa
As I have petitioned, so shall it be from generation to generation, even unto the end of time. Ikoka!